to the interview. So we have the students here currently, and each of them is representing a particular institution in the district 13. So this is a program sponsored by the Andy Mandela Foundations, where it happens every year. We receive information from the students relative to what is happening in the various schools across District 18. So this is an academic program where students will collect students' data from their various institutions, particularly the dues of the 12th grade class. So we normally collect their average in school, and they participate into stages of evaluations, and the three best will definitely be built during a mass-based program. So this is why we have started. My name is Kate Introvert, but we need to go over to them for them to introduce themselves and tell us which of the institution they are representing this particular platform. So let's go over. We start from the female, who will definitely introduce herself.
Good morning, folks. My name is Bai from the Joel Elementary Junior and Senior High School.
Blessing J. Baj. She represents the Jewel Preparatory High School, situated we don't know. Probably she will have a few comments on that particular one. Where is Joel located? Because people who are listening to the radio and to televisions will be basically concerned about all of those things.
The Joel Elementary Junior and Senior High School is located at the Tusafi Community Radio.
Usafi community. So let's go over to the guy who is seated close to Paul. Uh,
Good morning to us. I'm student Tado says from the Bishop Albert T. Miller High School, located in New Jersey State, near the Palava.
beyond the Palaba, Albert P. Miller. And let's go over to the last person because they are three in a group. And let's go over to the last person for his introductory comment.
Good morning to all. At the written introduction, I'm student Mori College on the Salvation and Deliverance Christian Academy, located Topo Community.
Located top of community. So you all are welcome to this studio appearance, which is an integral component of the evaluations process relative to the ongoing District 18 Academic Excellence Award Program. So this program is here towards promoting the issue of academic excellence in District 18. So you, as part of the evaluations, you guys were given a topic to present. Is there some of you who can just provide us a background details of the topic we're given?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Welcome, folks, to this live broadcasting. Today in studio, we'll be presenting on the importance of female education in reshaping the Liberian society.
So, what is the importance of female education in shaping the Liberian society? Because, oh, is it that why? Isn't that so if a female is educated, he or she has the potential to, or education has the potential to reshape the country as a whole? What are you saying?
Before I proceed, before I proceed,
Mhm.
I want us to look at the definition of education.
Okay, let's learn the definition of education. Mhm.
Education is the process of acquiring knowledge from someone. It is a process of acquiring knowledge from someone.
Okay. So, Tata, do you agree with your colleague and that education is the process of acquiring knowledge and so on? You guys need to, you guys need to be participatory. Let's make the conversation participatory. Yeah. So, what do you have to say in connection to what you just said?
Yeah, also I will come in at this by saying education is the key to success also.
So, how does it connect with the topic you are to present? about how does it connect with the topic you are present? Because she just spoke about the value of females' educations and shaping Liberia's future.
First, we supposed to know the definition of education first before going to.
Yeah, but she was trying to, and YouTube, YouTube provided a definitions relative to, you added your own definitions relative to what she said. So I thought you still could make a further comments on that.
So that
Okay.
was it.
So okay, let's make a comment. I see this guy very curious. You want to contribute towards the topic.
Yes, I think based on the topic,
Mm.
educated women or men, educated women or men often face discrimination.
Often false discrimination.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you talk about discriminations? Because you say educated woman or man, but basically woman because the topic is about woman.
Yeah.
So how does a woman false discrimination?
Uh,
But do you? How do we understand discriminations? How do we understand discriminations? Because just talk about discriminations. How can an educated woman false discriminations according to you?
education women face discrimination based on the effort applying in the
Yeah, what?
country or community.
In the country or community? Yeah. So let's go back directly to the topic we were given. And now let us look into the meat of the topic. So let's try to give us an insight of the topic generally.
Education is often seen as a key to progress and development, and this is particularly true when it comes to female education in Nigeria. By focusing on the education of women and girls, Liberia can pave the way for a brighter world future.
So what do you portray in your analysis? Because you talk about if we invest in women's education, it can pave the way for rapid developments in our country. What do you say in short?
And when I say education, educated women pave the way to the development of Nigeria. It means that
Mm.
once a woman is educated,
Mm.
she have the full potential right,
Or she's given the full potential right
right,
to do what?
provide basic needs for her family
To provide
and
basic needs.
herself.
So how does it cut across to the development of our country? How does it cut across to the development of our country? Because you talk about when a woman is educated, going to shift, the future of our country. How does it connect?
It
Yeah,
connects.
it doesn't mean that she is the only person who will be talking, and you guys still need to support all our times. You understand?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, shaping come across for teaching or institution.
Teaching
The
institution,
general come across because imparting knowledge. Yeah,
the impact knowledge. Yeah, see you.
So on them,
Mhm.
uh, female education is very important in shaping the Liberian society through participating in political
In political what?
or participating in election.
In elections. So immediately when who is educated, you must participate in the electoral process. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it gave them the mind and knowledge to participate.
Oh, a high value event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's proceed. Yeah. You guys you guys are making plans gradually. Let's proceed.
Okay, I want us to look at reason why female need to be educated in reshaping the Liberian society.
Yeah, those are key points you need to tell us about it.
Aspect number one, empowering women and girls. One who speaks about empowering women, making someone more stronger or giving power to someone.
Mhm.
And education is powerful. It's a powerful tool that empower women and girls to realize their full potential. When girls receive an education, they gain knowledge and skills that open up new opportunities for them.
So what are the kind of opportunities when a woman is educated? When the woman is educated up to the standards. In general, this question goes to you guys in general. What kind of potential, what kind of value, what kind of opportunity does it open for her?
Yes, to come through employment.
Through employment and yeah, you need to yeah, employment. One would say employment. And what other opportunity does it open to her?
Another opportunity is that it makes her to advocate for her rights.
It makes her to advocate for her rights. It makes her it makes her to have an open mind. You know? Yeah.
It also got a right to do business
Give us the right to
for order to achieve more.
give us the right to. And so let's proceed. You guys are making a very beautiful plans. The evaluators are currently here and they are taking down notes of all the points you guys are providing relative to.
Investing in female education, Liberia is not just educating individuals, but also strengthening families and community as well.
So how does it apply to our own setting, our own Nigerian setting? Because we talk about when a woman is educated, she will have the opportunity. She will have the opportunity. She will have the opportunity to make informed decision. How is it that she's going to make informed decision? Those are things you guys should be talking about. And how is it possible that she is going to make informed decision? How is it that she is going to, she's going to be advocating for her rights? I'm gonna come again.
Yeah.
When a woman is educated, according to your own research work, you claim that she will make informed decision. What do you classify as an informed decision? How is it that she's going to be advocating for all rights and the rights of all people? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Let me add in. She will be advocating on her right for all people in the sense of a community issue where people have a leader or a campaign what you represent of your issues.
So in short, you guys are saying that when a female is educated, the entire purpose of female education is to create female participation into the political landscape of our country, and But in general, how does it change the child? How does it come across? How does it inspire a change in our country Nigeria? How does it promote change in our country Nigeria? Female education.
Can I come in?
Yeah, yeah, come in.
Female education promote reshaping by breaking the cycle of poverty. Yeah.
You're breaking the cycle of poverty. Yeah, so status you want to make community. You want to contribute towards that again? Mhm.
Yeah, also through gender equality.
Also through gender equality.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean by gender equality?
Gender equality is where men and women or women
Mhm.
have the right to do what man is going to.
So gender equality is a concept where women are given the same opportunity as a male counterpart. You understand?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. So you want to contribute? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Make your point.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay. Okay, folks. Let's proceed. What do you have on the plate again to back your own topics? Let's what do you have on the plate to back your own topic? So this time we are going to pass this over to because this guy has been mostly involved. Is there any other thing you want to contribute rather than the research work you did?
No.
So should we open the phone lines now? Hmm? Okay, so the number to call is 0770 is the number to call, and you will definitely be live. We have three students in the studio here as part of the District 13 Academic Excellence Award Program, and they have been presenting on the topic the value of female education in shifting the future of Liberia. So we have been talking about other important issues, like they talk about when a female is educated, he or she is able to make an informed decision in the country. And when a female is educated, it inspires women participations in politics and so forth. So those are the key issues they have been discussing, and we hope to expand the discussions probably if we while we are waiting for calls and so forth. So while we are waiting for calls, let's try to expand the discussions. Probably we can take some other inputs from those of you who are seated in studio, and probably you can make some inputs while we are waiting for calls. Yeah, I think you guys need to expand it a bit in accordance with what you guys did in your research work. I think this could also be a shared responsibilities where if somebody says you have to definitely take note and you provide other inputs together to combine your individual your group presentation. That's how it's been.
So
Mhm.
another importance of female education is that educated women are more likely to secure better paying jobs
Yeah, yeah.
and start their own business.
But
They,
what do you think that all the females who are listening to you and take education seriously? Why do you think so?
I think that
The
being
question goes to you guys in general. Why do you think other women who are listening to you should take education very seriously? Because you just said that if a female is educated, it's going to shift, it's going to change, it's going to transform our country. Why do you think that women who have not yet prioritized education should now develop the kind of impetus to drive their educational endeavor?
Uh, yes, please come in.
Why do you think, according to your research topic,
Yeah.
you just propounded, you just explained to us why why there's need that females should prioritize education. Why do you think that more females need to get involved into education? Because you are talking about if a female is educated, he or she is our society is going to change. Why do you think that females should prioritize the issues about education? That's the question. More females,
Yeah.
because you spoke about the issues of gender equality, and from your own angle, you are saying that female need to be given the opportunity, to have their involvement into our day-to-day activity. One of those days where men and women have been, men have been fully involved into, the political setting and other sections across the country. Women must be able to participate. Why do you think that it is necessary that women need to prioritize education? So if we are to be anchoring the issues about women, when women is educated, they are going to make a change in our country. Why do you think so?
Yes, it's important for me to be educated
Mhm.
because at some point, uh, we just say, men and women will be living of us.
So, what kind of education are you talking about? Because we get other people listening to be uh, confused. It's a vocational education, or or educations in general. Any kinds of educations are meant to make you productive. What kind of educations are you talking about?
We are discussing. Let me kind.
Mhm.
We are discussing education in general.
Yeah, you are discussing education in general.
Mhm.
What and how does the generality help women?
They help. They help you to have the skill
Mhm.
and locate your future.
So now that you are defending the topic, do you support? Do you support in the near future? Do you support your wife being educated?
Yes, when women are educated,
Hmm.
they they become independent.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They become independent also.
Can
Yeah.
I come in?
Come in.
It is more important for women who are not educated to pursue their dreams of becoming educated because once they are educated,
Mhm.
once a female is educated, she get more access to knowledge.
You get more access. So,
She can
for your whole idea, you are talking about you are talking about the concept that when a woman is educated, she becomes industrial. She becomes self-supported.
yeah,
She becomes supported for a partner. Is that what you are saying? Huh?
yeah,
Okay.
and also it make her make decision for kids in the home.
Makes her
Yeah,
make decisions. How does it make her to make decisions for the kids in whom?
because once she is educated,
Mhm.
you have the right to send it to school, to a better school, to an say nothing, it don't lack knowledge or not being educated for them to put their kids into different things.
There has been a particular item that when a woman is educated, she tends to disrespect.
No,
She tends to disrespect her partner. What do you say? What do you have to say to that?
it's not true
Mhm.
because once a female is educated in her home,
Mhm.
she back her husband back. She support him. Even how she'll be able to defend him out there, and also she will come to
What kind
tell
of
him
defense are you talking
to speak for their rights,
about?
and to speak for their right. She
And,
will speak for their right. So then,
Yeah, Tatas want to contribute.
and also provide basic needs for the home.
It's also providing basic needs. Mhm. Okay. So, okay, folks, we have been discussing about the value of female education. since these three students entered in studio, and we are anticipating your call or your feedback. Let's see the comment sections. Let's see the comment sections. So we have Emmanuel Bizot, who is following the Discord, and we have Sam P. Sumpon, who is also following the debate as well. And we have other people who are following the debate and they have not yet commented and so forth. So let's take a short break. When we come back, we will definitely be taking parting comments from these people relative to what we have been discussing. Yeah.
Mark on, you have a meeting, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. Okay, folks. So welcome back. Welcome back again. So we have entertained a very short break relative to what we have been doing regarding the studio appearance where we have been able to successfully uh, start the presentation with few of our students here who are participants of the District 18 Academic Excellence Award Program, and it has always been a beautiful occasion. So we are in the process of taking public comments from these students who are currently here. So they have exhausted the time. They have exhausted the time. So we are in the process of taking. So let's go to the first person. Let's take the parting comment from them. Uh, we will start with the female, then we would move over and with their pattern of introductions from the initial stage. So let's go ahead. Your parting comment.
To all my viewers, listening and parents monitoring this broadcast, please invest in educating your child because it pays alone. To my peers of the same gender, please make education is a priority because the motherland needs your tuition.
Yeah. So you heard her. Oh, her parting comment was more of a piece of advice to those who are listening to all. Said that there is a need that our parents and parents out there invest more in the process of educating their child, and she also provided a caution for her peers and to invest more in education. So let's go over to Tatas for his own parting comment. So Tatas,
Yes, I would like to say thanks to those who are following this program today. My advice go to those women that are not educated today. Uh, for a women or woman to be educated, if when a woman is educated, we have much more opportunity, which additionally contributed to the independence and self-reliance.
okay. So let's go over to the last person. You just listened to them.
Yeah, thanks to those who listen to this by veterans who are not here today. My advice go to women out there need to focus on their education. When they are educated, they to make their choice.
When you are educated, it helps you to make a choice. So it has always been a beautiful movement here with the students here. My name is Ken Lyndon Toba, and uh, I am going to coordinate the activity here. Thanks to our evaluators, I mean the external evaluators who have Yale, the likes of Ramsey
Robert Arrow Jr.
and Robert, who are here. Probably after the conclusion, we will take a few comments on how these guys are going to do their own set of evaluations. These guys were recruited and to help us facilitate this particular program. and they are here. They came very early, and they have their own benchmark or their own evaluations process. So many thanks to all of you students. The first group I'm talking about for the fact that you came and you were able to present in line with your topic. We want to appreciate all of you for your own individual output. My name is Kate Lyndon Topa. Thanks to all of you. We don't have anything to hide. Nothing to hide. So let's run strictly over to the program. So the external evaluators are currently here in the studio, and they are going to give us a backdrop and give us their own reader of their grading systems. But firstly, let's try to welcome these two gentlemen. And gentlemen, you guys are welcome. And we have just concluded the first segment of the studio presentation. You have been at the back's end observing the process and so forth. But first of all, let's try to get the your introductory comment first before we go over to the most important issues why you guys are here. Mhm.
So my name is Robert Arrow from Junior. I am a student at the University of Liberia,
Mhm.
and politically I'm the UTA leader of District Number 12, Mozarella County,
Mhm.
in that of Swaga Island community, and we've been around the education sector, making our own impact. So we're here today specifically to observe the process and do a proper evaluation, a very balanced one for that matter.
All right, let's go over to your
Thank you very much. I'd like to firstly commend the Andy Bubletara Foundation through Fuka TV for bringing such an initiative for young comrades in the district,
Mhm.
family most well county and Liberia at large.
Mhm.
I am veteran Ramses Spiny, a renowned educator in the Republic of Liberia. I am the president of all academic coaches in the Republic of Liberia, the International Coaching Association, Liberia Institute for Knowledge and Excellence.
all right. So basically, how are you guys going to do? Because the essence of this activity is to promote the issues about academic excellence in every spectrum of this. How will you mind telling the public about the way you intend to grade these people on their performance?
Yeah, so basically our performance, let me say our evaluation is drawn from five
Mhm.
major points.
Mhm.
We look at their personal introduction.
Mhm.
We also take into consideration their articulation. We also look at gesture and body language.
Mhm.
We look at persuasiveness. In presenting a topic,
Yeah,
you should be very
explicit.
persuasive.
And
And we also take key of conclusion.
the key of conclusion.
How
Okay.
we conclude the topic. But the veteran Ramsey provide an in-depth into that.
Okay, Ramsey. Yes.
Already said, yeah, already listed the basic criteria.
Mhm.
So basically, in such thing, the first thing your introduction is we're taking into consideration. Also, your subject verse agreement
Mhm.
that goes along that is the articulation where you have the body content, the content of what you are presenting, or your body language or your gesture, movement of the arms, and facial expression also is one of the key components as stated.
Mhm.
Also, the ability to persuade or we that evaluating people are listening to you, your audience, and that of your conclusion. So these are just the list of how our evaluation will be.
All right. So folks, it's good that you hear this thing because we intend to conduct an impartial evaluation process, and this is why the management recommended that, considering the nature of this program, it is important to bring in external evaluators who observe the process, and they are here to observe the process, and you hear from the way these guys intend to carry out their own grading systems in line with the students' performance here. So basically, how are you going to for persuasiveness? How are you going to grade them on their persuasion?
So let's take for example the group. that just left studio.
Mhm.
I think that topic had to do with the importance of female educated in Liberia, or
Mhm.
how does it affect the Liberian society.
Mhm.
So the presenters own thoughts or own energy added to the topic in persuading or presenting the topic in a much more empathetic manner that catches the attention of the audience and that of the evaluators. Give the the comedy studio an opportunity that we can look at and say, okay, yeah. And we want to be clear. We also want to be clear about our grading points.
Mhm.
Our grading point is not more, it's not a 100%.
Mhm.
We have a margin of 10 points.
Mhm.
That is, allotted to the entire 5 counts we'll be looking at. So it's a very, very tedious process.
Okay, it's a very, very tedious process. So, uh, group this person, we know that the group has been structured into 3 persons for groups. So, looking at the ob- observing the 3 persons, how are you going to grade them? Because probably a person could be on a part of the group as not very responsive. How is it that you are going to grade them in such a kind of process?
So we have each group have a particular topic.
Mm.
So group one topic is let's use the group that just left studio as an example. So group one we have we not mention name but we just
Yeah,
use
yeah.
X, Y, and Z.
Mhm.
So we have because we have 3 persons per group, we have Kennedy X.
Mhm.
Kennedy X Kennedy X introduction. Kennedy X as a male did extremely well, presented the case properly, did the introduction properly to the satisfaction or to the benchmark set by the evaluators.
Mhm.
So candidate A or candidate X, we based on our consultation, will either obtain the 2 point or get 1.5 or get 1 point.
Okay.
And then we move to the next one, which is articulation.
Mhm.
Kennedy,
So,
X.
let me hold you there. So, if Kennedy X, according to you, because you try to be professional, and if Kennedy X is not responsive, so it means that it will definitely affect him.
Yeah, definitely. It's also possible that if your articulation is not presented well,
Mhm.
you must score a 0 point.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys tend to be very rigid.
This is a process I want to be very fair with.
Mhm.
No favoritism. We are
Mhm.
not going to be biased with individual.
Mhm.
We're going to just stick straight to the issue.
Okay.
So you will work for your points and definitely want to do your points for you.
Okay, folks. You heard these guys. These are the external evaluators, and they have been able to outline their nature or their scope of their own kind of assessment they are going to do based on the presentations we are having in studio here. So you have these 2 people. These are people who have been in the educational system for years, and they are here to observe the ongoing process. And we just concluded the very important phase of the process that has to do with the first group. The first group presented very well, and they were seated here to observe the process, and they were taking notes. And all of those things will be fully documented and presented to the management. And these guys will also be invited to the program during the actual event where we will be unveiling the 3 top students. That is to say, the first winner, the second winner, and that of the third winner. These people will also be here. So, is there any other information that you also for the public to be aware of?
For my end, we just need the public to follow thoroughly, and they are free to make follow up and ask questions. Maybe via the mobile phone. We are here and we will to address their questions. And moreover, they can rely on the credibility of the comrade Ramsey and I. And definitely do our best to do an impartial evaluation.
And partial evaluations. So you heard him. So let's go over to Ramsey. Ramsey has a few words to say before you give this parting comment?
All right, let me firstly say a big congratulations to the team of valedictorians
Mhm.
for their exceptional achievement and the ability in which they have come to share their thought and opinions to the public,
Mhm.
what they have learned over the past. We say kudos to them and let them keep doing it. And more appreciation goes to the Andy Public Jara Eye Foundation, especially the CEO, Andy Public Jara. Kudos to him for such an initiative. And he's just a single individual who is trying to put a lot of resources, energy to this institution. So thank you for such an initiative. Let us continue on for the betterment of our Liberian society.
All right. So is that a parting comment from Robert?
Yeah, in my parting comment, I will join the rest of the folks by extending my warm gratitude to Benny like Jala, a decent brother who is doing his possible best to ensure that district number 13 to run across Rado County, if not Liberia as well. And I want to say thanks for such a great initiative. And I hope other can imitate this very, very good initiative.
All right. So you just listened to the two evaluators, the experienced evaluators who are here to observe the process. They have made a commitment to conducting a free and fair evaluation process. They are here with me in the studio, and they are very, very silent. They are not going to be observing the way you present. And once you are part of the group, they are observing the way you present, your articulations, your persuasiveness, and so forth, the concluding statement as well. So those are the key issues they are mostly particular about, and we just listen to them. So the essence of this thing is to promote academic excellence, and this is the kind of initiative that more Liberians in the diaspora need to definitely invest in. And we have a vision, probably for those of you who want to partner with this institution, with the Andy Robert Yala Foundation. This is a kind of initiative you can help, you can invest in more abundantly for the purposes of inspiring academic excellence in Liberia, not within district 18, but because of the limitations of the resources, this is why we intend to prioritize district 18. Probably, if the resources come, we will definitely send this particular initiative across Montserrado counties, including Liberia as a whole. So many, many thanks to the evaluators who have been able to give us their feedback and their own expressions about how they intend to proceed with their evaluations process. So my name is Kay Linda, and let us take a short break to be back very shortly. Okay, let's go straight over to the program. So we have the second group in studio, and we have this time around we have two persons. It seems to be that one person is absent. Probably they will give us some comments about why the group should be three, but why there are two. Those are important introductions that they need to make, or clarifications that they need to make. So let's go over to the first person who is beautifully dressed in his uniform, his pink and black, and he has cheers. This is the guy who often wears cheers often. I say, but it's just been Jolie as well. Gentlemen, you guys are welcome in the studio today. This is Foka FM, Foka TV, and we are glad to always have you and to have this kind of initiative here. So let's try to introduce ourselves across. So, like you know me, I'm Peter Lyndon Toba. I'm the host of this program. And let's go over to you to introduce yourself also.
Okay, thank you. My name is Tillerton Berger II.
Tell us in Berger the second.
Yeah.
So let's go over to the female.
Hello, all of in the Deutsch. I'm Stephanie Day from Wheeler Gabriel High School.
So Stephanie Play and Celestine Berger, you guys are welcome. And we have the evaluators here who are taking notes. They have made a commitment. They have reiterated their commitment to conducting a fair and transparent evaluations process. And we are here in this endeavor to promote academic excellence in District 13. So let's give us a backdrop of your own topic. You were given a research topic. Give us a backdrop about the research topic you were given.
Okay, so the topic is what are the advantages and disadvantages of technology on education?
Mhm.
Okay, so first of all, technology on education is termed as the combined use of computer hardware, software, and theory to just to to facilitate learning, and also the effective use of digital learning tools in classroom can increase student engagement, help teachers to help teachers to improve their lesson plans, and also to facilitate personalized learning.
So how is technology? Let's talk about the positive impact of technology before discussing about the negative impact. What are the positive impact attached to technology that is helping our educational systems globally?
Okay, so first of all, we have access to information.
Mhm.
It provides students with vast resources and information beyond traditional books, also research and learning. And also technology enables adaptive learning platforms that tailor educational content to the individual students who needs.
Yeah, so this is a group presentation. You are advised to be very active and participatory in the discussions. So we are discussing about the positive impact of technology towards education. So would you mind giving a comment or an input relative to the topic? Uh, how is technology helping education globally?
Access impact to information. It provides students with better resources and information beyond traditional and preferences of learning. Two, cooperation. All applies for cooperate many students, teachers, and even effect of education. Two, distraction. Devices online resource can lead to distraction, making it harder of students to focus on their study.
Okay, so how has technology over the period of time help our educational systems? How has it been able to help our educational system?
Okay, so I think especially for grades online, like it's very easy to sit at home and just to check your grades online instead of going for like PD and evening quest, just sit at home, see your grades online, and I think you need putting your courses online too. That too is
You are not very certain. You think it can
no, no,
Like
it is. It is
that you have to pay your grades online, you have to check your grades online, and that is very easy. It's, instead of going to the school.
So is that the only value that technology has added to education?
You know,
Just by checking your grades online, and is that the only value that you know of?
Like technology make all easy to have communication.
Technology has added value of communications
Communication.
and communications. When you talk about communications, what kind of communications are you talking about?
Like example, normal days, like our forefather, they were not having technology as like example, I knowing my friends in an elevator. Before I take a walk, it will be 2 or 3 days to use information.
Mhm.
But technology make it easier to like having terrible. There's something happened to me yesterday, right?
Mhm.
And I have my phone on me, so I can use my phone and call home to my family to say, so something happened to your daughter. Without technology, it can't work.
Without technology, it cannot just be okay. Uh, so let's talk about the negative context.
Yes.
Technology in the negative context. How has it affected our educational systems?
Yes, editors device. Not all student has access to technology,
Mhm.
which can widen the gap between those that have and those that do not have.
Mhm.
Distraction. Devices and platforms can be resource of distraction, potentially disturbing for further learning.
How is technology causing distraction to many students
Like
in Nigeria?
I have in my Android phone, right?
Mhm.
Teacher on board teaching. As long as I have data in your phone, I will put video on, put it on TikTok, put it on Facebook, and can describe you for learning.
Okay, so is that the only thing? Is that the only negative content that technology? Is that the only way technology has negatively affected our educational system?
no.
No.
So let's say I can say that the over reliance on technology might reduce students' ability to think critically and solve problems without digital aids.
Mhm.
You know, and also as to everything in life we have pros and cons, right? And so technology technology can also lead to a lack of critical thinking, problem solving, and and decision making that which cannot be developed through technology. So yes, yes. So it can lead to the lack of critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making.
Yeah. Reduce social interaction.
Reduces social interaction. So you talk about reduction of social interaction. What are you talking
What's policy about reducing social interaction?
about?
Like I hear people give assignment right to my friends were not paying attention like my teacher give our assignment to do. When she reach home, call me and you say, oh, please ask me the assignment question, and I will test all the assignment question. But if technology were not like that, I would want to my friend and people will pay attention because if you don't carry the assignment question home, when you will want to your friend want to do the assignment, it will be difficult for you.
Okay. So, looking at the positive and the negative impact of technology, you as a student, what kind of message do you have to caution people who are probably negatively exploiting technology?
So a negative explosive what they actually mean.
Those students who are not probably using technology in the
For the
most
right
positive
purposes.
and yet for the right purposes.
Okay, so all that we can say to them is that we should use it for the right purpose, and also as you know, technology can be used for a particular purpose so that my message to people out there is that we should use it for the right purpose instead of using it for the negative purposes.
All right. So,
Students should be able to cope with technology that I think that they should be able to do their research properly.
so how has technology been able to transform our educational systems from the level of the high school, not with the university level?
Like example for me,
Mhm.
technology make me to do what easier. Like doing my assignment,
What kind of technological device do you use when you are doing your assignment?
my angel phone.
your Android phone.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And also computer.
So give us a backdrop. You never have technology. What are some of those difficulties you used to face with in terms of doing your assignment?
Like the time when I have entry food, the teacher get assignment, I have to take or walk to my friend's area. And if I went to my friend and I see my friend, it will be very difficult for me. Either I go home, the next come on campus, be in rush to do the assignment to submit. But now technology make it easier for me. I can put it down in my phone to do my assignment well.
But one could argue that you just need to buy probably a book and you can be able to be able to do your assignment very easily.
Buying a book is not a thing about to find those particular books that be the problem because I think that we are in the 21st century right now, so technology has made everything easier. So to really find books of that kind to do each assignment will be very difficult. So to either go on your phone, go on Google, just search the information and right there you will be able to.
So how do you verify the facts? Because you are using Google and wherein you really want to accurate information. How can you be able to verify the facts between what is not right and the rightful information?
What is not right? I'm not getting your question.
How do you verify? Because we are talking about the negative and the positive impact of technologies and education. How is it possible that you are able to verify using Google, the biggest search engine? How is it possible that you are able to verify the facts and from the things that are not factual?
On Google,
Yeah, on
you can
Google.
verify those facts.
Uh,
Basically,
What techniques are you
what I
using?
can say that Google is Google. I think Google is one of the most reliable app on it.
So it means that
entire world.
no misleading information can be seen on Google.
No, but because even the teachers who use Google too for their research and
So because the teachers are using Google, so everybody should use Google. Is that what you're saying?
Google is Google is very reliable, but you have to do research like go to some books in the library to use. So to back your yes sir. Sure. Yes, I mean answer.
The back here is something. So
Like
yeah.
using Google's,
Mhm.
you get many ways of putting question. Let's example. You get that poll question in, then answer. If like biology question you are putting, what is sense? And for me, the way I get my assignment, I would say, what is sense in biology?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, you are trying to define it in a particular context so that it will provide the kind of answer you put inside.
Yes.
Okay. So what if you have a mathematical problem? Probably the solving aspect is not there. How do you use the technology to solve that problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa.
You got that.
Yeah, yes, we got
Yeah, map.
many map apps that can help you to teach you not only to give you direct answers, but also to show you the steps to answer those questions.
Yeah, and technology make it easier. You can go on the net and you have someone to teach you.
Yes.
When you
You
post
can
the
even go on
question, it's
YouTube.
to teach you how to do it. It's not a well for you.
It's not only Google.
Different
Yes.
app.
We have other apps to use.
You have other apps to do. So what can you? Let's talk about YouTube. Many times people say YouTube is such a kind of beautiful app because it provides tutorial for many people and so forth. What do you think students should adapt or should get accustomed to using YouTube, especially the tutorial aspect? Why do you think so? Because it's part of technology, because we are discussing technology in general, although we are discussing the positive and the negative aspect of technology.
To adapt to YouTube, like
To get accustomed to prioritize YouTube entirely. Why do you think so students should spend more time on YouTube?
okay, so yes, it is because YouTube help to teach you directly, to get the concepts of the thing you are doing or the thing you are researching about. So yes, so like I said, I usually it's very reliable because even me, I have a problem with the math. Exactly once I have to go on YouTube to learn the tutorials in that passing the assignment. So yes, it's very good.
Okay, folks. So we are having two students. Why is it you guys are supposed to be three? Why is it that you guys are not three as per what the list that was presented to me?
Okay, so I, yeah, so our partner Nathaniel yes, she's at home. He's sick. She couldn't come today. So
But
we send the excuse.
did she register a formal excuse?
So
No.
we try to call him, but it's switched off.
Okay. So, okay, folks, this is the second group of students who are presenting, and the topic we are presenting on is the positive and negative aspect of technology, and they have been able to give us their own backdrop of the research they conducted, and so the numbers to call and to be able to participate in the program is 0770005746 is the number to call, or 0886 708209. Those are the two numbers to call, and you will definitely be live on the programs to give us feedback about your own presentations. We have with us the two evaluators who are here taking down note. They were able to clearly outline the procedures in which they are going to do the grading systems. So the number to call is 0770005746 is the number to call. 0886 708209. Those are two numbers you can call, and you will definitely be live on the program. Is there any other additional information you have for the audience? Probably you want to expand the discussions. Probably you want to expand the discussions, maybe using technology, because we talk about education and the medical field. Is a technology is also be applied in the medical area? Probably not the medical area, in other professional settings. Probably you want to talk about that.
Okay, so like we talk about the ultrasound, like also that on technology,
Mhm.
where where
Nowadays, people way back people used to be guessing on which one of the child, and the woman was born. But now we have a technological device or technological system that tells you this is the child you were born. This is whether the child is a male or the child is a female. Those are things they take into consideration.
yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think that is important?
It's not really that important because you still see the child when the child comes out. Yes, if the woman have given birth.
Well, a lot of people have paid so much money for that particular purpose.
Yeah.
Why do you think they are actually doing that?
Like
If
some
you don't
people,
buy clothes, you know the clothes to buy when the baby is out. Yeah.
Okay, as you want
yeah, that is like my university.
to.
Get money now to buy my child clothes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have to get. I have to go to the hospital to do ultrasound to start buying or preparing for my baby. That is a reason.
Stop preparing for your baby. So, let's talk about the negative aspect of technology using the same context we just spoke about.
So I think with that I can say that to check the alcohol it's not good. Yeah. Check the alcohol is not good. So yes.
Like as
That is the negative aspect as we.
like my mother,
Mm.
she will not watch her. And she wants to know what she do and a girl in her stomach. So she started thinking it can make you too. That's a medical problem.
Okay, that's the that could be a negative aspect of it.
Mental
So, okay, folks, so we are still here anticipating your calls. So the number to call is 0770 0886 708209. We are having the students in studio. This is the second group. This is the second group of valedictorians who are here, and they were given a particular topic to present, and they have made their own presentation very, very well in accordance to how they used to present it. So that's it. So let's take a short break. When we come back, we are still anticipating calls probably. So we have a lot of people following us here. We have Sam Peterson, we have Emmanuel, we have Mohammed Cornin, we have Emma Donzo, we have you say technology, Sam Peterson will say technology is very important. One important is that it helps us to have access to information, but it also has negative impact. Then we have Esther J. Walker, and she said, great presentation. So far, so good. These are the people I following the live feed so far, and it's very important that we continue to do this kind of thing as always. So let's take a short break, and we will definitely be right back.
The only thing I get to tell my friends, let us use our Android phones to do our assignment, not TikTok or watching organizing.
Yes, so yes, so I think that is the only advice we can give out there to
So,
to properly use technology
so you support all that technology should be using should
for the
be
right
used for the
purposes.
right purpose. Okay. So is there a give us a parting comment before we take a leave of you?
Right comment. So what you actually mean?
Parting comment means the comments you give, while you are about to leave the studio. Any encouraging words, probably how you feel about the process, and even you can even highlight the importance of the extended evaluator as well. Saving the process. Those are parting comments. It is not limited.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, so this project was great actually, and it took us very long to actually do this research, to do this research, but yes, we did it. And also, technology is something that is in our everyday lives. So yes, we should be
While you
able
were
to use it
conducting
right.
your research, you also use technology.
Yes, I can say that 90% of our research was.
So what do you make? What do you think of the essence of this program? What do you make about the importance of this program?
Yes, like the public speaking actually to actually be able to to interact with people.
Mhm.
If you notice me at first, I was a summary. Yes, but as time came by, I started to adapt to the process.
So what recommendations do you have for the management? Those people who are investing into this kind of program.
It's a very good thing actually, and did you see this in seeing young kids like us to actually invest in us for the, in the for the better future of Liberia, you know, yes.
For me,
Liberia
I
depends
really
on
would
us students.
appreciate it because this is my first time coming to see you.
This is the first time coming, so it's actually an eye opener for you. Okay, so it's always good to be here. We will definitely be here, and I'm sure that the management will keep investing in this kind of initiative. And I have been reliably informed that they are planning a mentorship program for all of those students who will definitely graduate from this cycle, the first cycle, the second cycle, and so forth. So it's always good to always have you here. So thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
the also you guys are supposed to be three. You I'm only seeing you. I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah, my police. Actually, I tried to call them, but I didn't get any of them.
You are trying to call them. You don't. So please wear your let's go over to this gentleman who has just walked up in the studio. You see, he's a student of the Sekubaj Sharif Institute of Institution, and he is representing the care group. And let's give him the benefit of the doubt to introduce himself. Chief, welcome to our microphone and introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Usman Setron Wale from the Mighty School, Civil Ibrahim Sharif, Arabic and English High School, located at JJY community.
He doesn't force to be taking people. Okay. Embarrassing broadcasts. Honestly.
I'm making one flag now.
All right, so we want to sincerely apologize for the break-in. We were faced with a bit small technical issues from our studio. So yes, so tell us your topic you are going to be presenting on the day.
I'm going to be presenting on the topic for the impact of sexual and reproductive health on the development of our noble nation, which is Mama Liberia.
So tell us about the impact. What is the impact of the topic you are talking about on our country, Liberia?
Oh, it is really important. As you see nowadays, many of our young girls, many of them get pregnant, which we normally call them as teenage pregnancy.
Mhm.
Many of them get pregnant. So without knowing the reproductive health and the measure to prevent them. So from this topic, I think I'm going to try my best possibly to help the young generation to understand how to prevent themselves from that particular act.
But what is teenage pregnancies in line with your own research document? What is teenage pregnancies?
Okay, teenage pregnancy is the main aspect in this particular topic
Hmm.
because teenage pregnancy leads to the dropping of schools of many girls nowadays. when they get pregnant, they drop out of school.
Yeah,
And
but we need to establish the concept of teenage pregnancies. When we talk about teenage pregnancies, what are we actually discussing about? What does it mean about teenage pregnancy?
oh, I understand. Thank you, thank you. Teenage pregnancy is about getting pregnant at reaching maturity age, like from the age of 10, 9, going to 18, 17, like that,
Mhm.
without being mature.
Without being mature.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, according to your own research, what do you think is responsible for teenage pregnancies in Liberia?
Oh, yes. The main reason for my research is that we, the young generation in Labrador, are lack of sexual education.
Sexual education.
Well,
When you talk about sexual education, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the sexual and reproductive health education on the citizen and as well as the young people in our country.
The lack of education about
Yes, how to control themselves and how to do a protective sex. And after sex, what measures should be taken in order to avoid pregnancy that you don't if you don't want to get pregnant.
so how what did your research say about the preventive methods that can be deployed to avoid teenage pregnancies?
Oh, yes, that is what my research is about. I'm here to inform the public to how the measure to preventing this pregnancy is you can the government should carry out public and awareness
Mhm.
about that concept frequently in order for the people to always be reminded about it. And also the concept of taking family planning
Mhm.
should be announced and also should be taken into great consideration.
Does the issues about taking family planning does it have an age
I'm
limit?
in flat now.
Mhm.
Okay. So the issue of taking family planning is important in that concept and also for young people, sexing is our nature.
Mhm.
If you have a desire at a young age, you can take a precaution in order to avoid teenage pregnancy by using condom, you know, whatever.
Like using condoms and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You spoke about the issues of awareness. What do you think? What do you think? What role can the government play in terms of depreciating the occurrence of teenage pregnancies in our country?
I love that question. I love it very well. Yes, uh, like the new government in power now,
Mhm.
I think they have to make it their priority to see that the young generation in the country are moving forward positively. And in doing that, they have to greatly look at the teenage pregnancy concept. So now, I want them to at least give like some money or any form of payment to various radio stations to announce it, to publicize the concept of teenage pregnancy and also to publicize the importance, the importance of avoiding it, the importance that the prevention of teenage pregnancy will bring to the life of the young people in the country. And after that, they can give, and they can create local organization. They reach to mosques, churches. They reach to pastors, the imams, to inform their people, so everybody can be aware what is teenage pregnancy and how it can be prevented and all of that.
All right. So you spoke about the health of the role of the health institutions in our country, using different methods to prevent teenage pregnancies. You spoke about family planning. Do you think that family planning is one of the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy?
Wow, real. It is one of the best way to avoid teenage pregnancy.
What kind of family planning are you talking about?
I'm talking about uh, like there are so many ways of family planning. Maybe another concept here is this. or the parents can sit, the both parents, I mean the father and the mother can sit and talk to when plan their future. After planning their future, they can plan their future for their children too, so they can better explain them those those rules and regulations and something that they want their children to do and how they expect their children to be in the future. So they can explain that to their children. That is another concept of family planning. And also there's some medicine too that you can take to avoid it.
Okay. So what is the defined role from the level of the parents or guardians? Probably maybe the parents who has a role in terms of preventing the issues of teenage pregnancies because there was this time in Liberia the issues of teenage pregnancies was very high. What role do you think the parents and guardians can play towards in the fight against teenage pregnancy?
Oh, thank you. One of the main rule is this. The parent have to be the parent have to be very careful and also they have to play their parental role. And one here is
When you talk about
in order to play a parental role in flag,
Mhm.
in order to play a parental role, you have to be able to take care of your children, feed them constantly, be able to feed your children. In fact, that is one of the main role of being able to control somebody else's life. You have to
providing their needs.
yes, yes. Provide their needs. After providing their needs, now you can control your children. But you cannot tell me that you can't provide food for your children, then you want the children to do this, do that. No, they have to go outside and go for it. And in doing that, there will be many other steps taken. So I advise our parents to 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 take it very serious, how to take care of the children needs, and after that, put the measure in place, the time that the child supposed to come home, and be aware of the movement of the child, the locomotion of the child in the environment. Be very aware about it.
Okay. So how does teenage pregnancy has an impact on females' education? Does it only affect female education, or it has a kind of cross spill effect over we men? Because sometimes when we are very young and we try to get ourselves involved into this kind of thing, it probably has a kind of way it tie us down.
Thank you. I love that question.
Mhm.
You mean how does female pregnancy affect men?
Uh-huh.
I would like to say that it didn't just affect the men, it affect the environment. After that, it affect the nation. After that, it also affect the entire world at large. Okay, here is it. Um, when a girl gets pregnant at an early age, let's say at the age of 13, while the girl is in downgrade, and that particular pregnancy will lead that particular girl to drop out of school.
Mhm.
And when the girl drop out of school, it will lead to the damagement of the plan that the girl have for her life. Yes, it will likely lead to the impact. 90% nowadays,
You are,
our society.
you are talking about delay, probably delay
Yes,
in
yes. Damagement of a plan, of a life plan,
Mhm.
and of a life plan. So, on the other hand,
Mhm.
when that particular girl didn't, have pregnancy in the non-grade class
Mhm.
and promote her education, she will become useful to the society. She will after her educational career, she will join the workforce. She will be productive to the tax of the country, and by being productive to the tax payment of the country will lead to the increasement in the revenue of the nation. And when the nation revenue increase, the nation will also be supportive to the world at large. So I want to tell you that
You sound more of a feminist motif. You sound more of a feminist motif.
So, I don't want to say that they have power. They are greatly great. Yes, they have the power they have the potential to change the world at large positively, I believe.
So, don't men do the same thing?
Oh, yes. But when I say women, men always, nowadays you can see that there are programs coming up, many programs coming up, you can see that they are fighting, gender inequality. So I'm trying to speak for the right of women to, for the gender to be equilibrium. Yeah.
So but why is it that you are a man and you're speaking for women?
You know, you know, I'm trying to, balance the equation.
Trying to balance the equation. So when you talk about gender equality, what are you trying to drive? What concept are you trying to develop? What concept are you trying to present to the public?
Gender equality. Gender equality is just that if men can become president, absolutely women can do the same. So if that, as I was saying the story of that girl, that if she has pregnant, she gets pregnant in Nazareth. So if she drop out, if even if her plan was to become a president, it wouldn't have happened. But by preventing teenage pregnancy, she will, get advanced knowledge.
Somebody who argue and say, yeah, by the time she get pregnant and she deliver, she have the opportunity again to go back to school and she could still continue her plan.
Mean the time will be, in life now, time is limited. Time is limited. Everything you have to do it by time. Yeah.
Everything.
Yes, so saying I say that. I think uh, uh, time is almost everything. Therefore, you have to give time. So time is
important.
Yeah, time is important.
And everything is attached to time.
Yeah.
So we have Usman Kwawale in studio, and the number to call is 0770005746. 0770005746 is the number to call. 0886-708209. Those are the two numbers you can call, and you will definitely be live in studio. Usman is making a very beautiful point here, and the evaluators are actually taking notes on his presentation. So, Usman, why is it that you talk about gender equality, that anything men can do, women can do the same thing? But other people on the flip side, I also arguing that women and men, you can't compare them. And there are some things men can do, women can't do the same thing. So, what do you have to say to them?
I love that question. Do you know Jack Ma?
Probably I may not know him.
Okay,
but why do you want to? Why are you referencing Jack Ma?
Jack Ma is a Chinese entrepreneur. He is the founder of the company called Alibaba, and he actually has the net worth of, the company has a net worth of about $50 billion. Okay, Jack Ma said that last century people were comparing about the muscles, but this century people are not comparing about the muscles, but people are comparing about the IQ.
The IQ.
Yeah.
Oh, you are talking in general. You are talking about. You are talking about the IQ, the IQ potential.
Yes, I'm talking about it.
If men can write letters, women can also do the same.
You get it right.
Yeah, if men can contest for representative, women can do the same thing.
For sure.
Okay, so that's your own thing.
Yeah.
So okay, folks, we are so let's see your feedback. So we are also on the radio, 89.5 Usman. We have Usman, and he is representing Group 3. And you can place a call to Usman. Probably, let me acknowledge those who are following. We have Suman. Usman says, she said yes. Usman, we move. Then we have Musa B. Conan. He said, Usman, we move. Then we have Masa Conan. We say, great Mr. Valedictorian. We have Kofi Kamara. He said, Usman Kwawale. Kofi Kamara again. He say, I'm here following. Then we have Kaifala Kamara. Kaifala Kamara. They say Kaifala Kamara is So it's a Usman we move. So these are the people who are following your presentations. The evaluators are actually taking note, and they are true to the voice. They intend to be very transparent. They say, Mahawa Kamara say, Obata,
Obatala,
Obata, okay,
the love of creation.
the love. Okay. So these are people who are also following the conversation here. So Usman, what do you have to say to the many girls, the many women probably who have become victimized about this issue of teenage pregnancy? Do they have a chance to recover and pursue their future?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Uh, there's a saying as I would like to quote the quotation of Michael Jordan.
Mhm.
He is one of the greatest basketball legends in the world. He said that he failed over and over and over again. And that's why he succeeded.
Mhm.
And Thomas Edison also, he is the inventor of light bulb. He said that. I've
But where
not-
are you taking all of these quotations,
I'm
and how
replying
does these
now.
quotations,
I'm replying.
how does these quotations
Those
relate to what we are discussing?
Those quotations are something that is real. When someone get pregnant
Mhm.
at an early age is in a form of failure
Mhm.
to our life. So I'm trying to give a quotation concerning failure in order for the
Tend to inspire them.
yeah, to inspire them.
Mhm.
So those are great people. If they can inspire us to recover from failure, I think we should see it necessary to fight the battle. So Thomas Edison is inventor of lead bulb. He said it. He said, "I have not failed. I just found 1,000 ways that won't work." So if you get pregnant at early age, it is there's always a change in life. There is a change. Take your lesson seriously. Have plan for your life. Set your goals and move towards it. I believe you will surely achieve it. There's a saying that says, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve."
Okay. So what message do you have for the parents? Is there a need for an increase in parental guidance, or probably to the children who are, so that they can also cooperate to these kind of things we just discussed about?
Yeah, I would like for our parents to be open up to their children. As
When you talk
for-
about open up, what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
As for me, I didn't know about tribe. In our tribe, we are very somehow secrecy to our children because we believe that when we show that kind of uh, sexual education to their children is some kind of root,
Mhm.
at an early age. So,
But do you think it is important?
100%. So, I would like for our mothers and fathers to open up to their children, teach them if you do this, what will happen at the end.
Mhm.
If you have sex unprotectedly, what will happen to you? And if you try to beat your children all the time, the child goes out, it will somehow the child will be afraid of you.
Mhm.
She may want to
So
do it hard.
if you inflict ugly things on the child, by the time the child sees the child, will not going to tell you anything. It will always be harder for you.
I want for the children to, open up to your child.
Mhm.
Explain the lesson to her. Explain what is it, and explain. Advise the child what is important and what is not important in the concept of sexual and reproductive health education.
All right.
I think that would be right.
Okay. So, okay, folks, we are still here. Any parting comments for those who are listening to you before we take a leave of you?
What?
Any parting comments?
Oh, yes. I would like to say thanks to everyone for their precious time taking.
What is your impressions about the program as well?
Oh, I love this. I love this because it is very much educative, really educative,
Mhm.
and also Uh, I love it because it is a form of sharing your ideas and I mean the environment is cool. Yeah,
the environmental school.
yeah,
So this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of initiative that you want people to be invested in more, so that it fosters
and
a culture of academic excellence in
and
Nigeria.
yeah, and also everyone is like representative and those that have money, business people to invest into this kind of program.
Okay.
And like Fogan TV,
Mhm.
they can invest into it. I believe this program will be more productive to the society in the Republic of Mamala.
Okay, so you just listened to Usman Wali. He is from the Sibiba Ibrahim Sharif, the school located in the JJY community, particularly within District 18. And he just presented on behalf of his group. He said he tried calling the other people and they were unable to be here. So he came to represent the group. So the evaluators are also taking note of all of those things and they are jotting down points from his presentation. So Usman is always good to be here. It's always good to be at home whenever you are here. This is an initiative that tends to promote academic excellence in District 13 and 5 beyond Liberia. So my name is Kim Didam Chupa, and it has always been a very beautiful presentations here. Yeah. All right, so we have to get started again on the program. This is the studio presentation. As a matter of fact, this is the group presentation, and tomorrow is scheduled for the individual presentation in the studio. So we have with us this time around, we have 4 students who are currently here, and we will give them the opportunity to introduce themselves individually and as well as recognizing the institution they are representing on this particular platform. So this is how we intend to proceed. This is how we intend to proceed. So let's start with the lone female, and she's the only female of this group, and we will definitely transition to the people. So welcome to the home of FM, and we are so much excited to have all of you in studio here.
I'm Grace B. Fufle from the Grace Assembly of God Mission High Marketer in Sambo.
Grace, Grace, okay. The next person,
I'm then Bali SKLF from the Full Baptist High School. Okay, I'm fat.
okay. The next person,
I'm Ibrahim from Smagadala's.
St. Michael Catholic High School. Where's St. Michael Catholic High School located? You didn't say it. Georgia Estes. All right, so folks, these I so these are 4 valedictorians we have with us in studio here, and one person is from the female is from the AGM, the Grace Assembly of God High School is situated within the New Georgia Housing Estate. We have another guy from the Freeway Baptist High School, and the other guy seated next to the guy from the Freeway Baptist High School is from St. Michael Catholic High School. And the last person is from where?
Daniel D. Willard from Christian Faith Community School System located at Topo Village.
Christian Faith Community School System. So, gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to have you guys. So, this is a very crucial step leading towards the ongoing program that all of you are participating in, and the evaluators are definitely here to get to observe the process and definitely jot down the kind of points they want to jot down for you in line with your presentation. So, what is the topic? What is the topic being assigned to your group?
Crime rate has gone beyond communities and local government control. It has caused insecurities in the minds of citizens and trapped mental survey on how the Ministry of Justice can reduce crime.
All right. So that's the topic. She just pronounced the topic. It's a security related topic, and crime breakup. Basically, what is crime according to your collective research? How do you guys define crime?
Yeah, crime is the violation of the law,
Crime is a violation of the law,
which is also punishable by the law.
which is also punishable by the law. So yeah, I see you very curious. You want to make further input.
Crime can also be defined as any act of evil act that is punishable by law.
Any acts or evil act that is punishable by law. Yeah, you want to make further comments?
Yeah. Crime is the violation
Mhm.
of the rules or regulation of the state.
Crime is the violations of the rules of the state. So yeah, and
Crime is an action or violation that is considered illegal and punishable by law.
illegal and punishable by law. So you earlier make reference of the ministry. What role can the Ministry of Justice in Liberia, one of the ministry that is close with the responsibility to deal with crime is the Ministry of Justice. what specific role can the Ministry of Justice play in the prevention of crimes and the dealing with crime?
Uh, the Ministry of Justice is one of the government departments responsible for overseeing, and the Ministry of Justice also manage operation of the courts, and they are responsible for. Sorry, they are responsible for the prevention of crime.
The preventions of crime. So within the Ministry of Justice, well, how many apparatuses do we have within the Ministry of Justice? How many security apparatuses do we have within the Ministry?
Well, we got the armed forces, we got the police.
We
Those are
got
two.
we also got the immigration.
The immigration. Uh-huh.
We have the armed forces. We have the police.
Uh-huh. But basically, why are you guys leaving out like your drug enforcement agency, the National Security Agency? All of these part of the Ministry of Justice. They fall directly under the supervision of the Ministry of Justice. Is that an oversight?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the issues about crime. Crime appears to be on the increase in Liberia in our various community. What are the mechanisms that is needed from national government? Because many a times you listen to the governments, they will often say that there is no way they can fight crime in the absence of the community's involvement. How do you think that the community needs to be more involved in the fight against crime?
Uh, the community can be involved in fighting crime by educating the people vastly, by doing awareness and educating them.
Doing awareness and education.
Yeah,
What kind of awareness are needed?
by doing programs like inviting people in the communities, hosting program, and brainwashing them. And doing this program, we encourage them, and they will have ideas on how crime is done and how to prevent it.
Okay, is there anybody who want to make an
What
input?
I think the Ministry of Justice can do to involve communities, um, they can involve the communities to carry out awareness, like for each time somebody commits crime within the community, to go ahead, to because if crime are committed in community, uh, report those crimes, they will go beyond control.
But do you think the community's involvement necessarily means the fight against crime that considering the hard nature of crime in Liberia?
allowing ghetto to be built in a community. There are other community people, they allow it. And in other community, people don't allow it because they know that ghetto people and children from the ghetto, they have a bad habit, and habit from them is against the rule of law. So the reason for which citizens to have to join the hands of the government so that they can decrease the crime rate is that the citizens have their children. Yes, but advising their children, stay away from this, stay away from this. The law now need to tell you that article this that say you should not commit it, commit it. But through the advice of your parents, you will know that that is not good. And when you are advising your children, they stay away from such a bad habit. It will help to decrease the crime rate.
So I just want to say the ministry have to educate citizens about their rights. That's why we have community leaders and organizations within the community. So if something happens, like you and somebody get in a fight or somebody is doing something illegal within the community, that's why we have community chairman, community leaders to report to before coming further.
To report them before coming further.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, talking about a report, I think it's good that the government should create report mechanisms like the USA had like 911. Yeah, it'll be faster to reduce the rate of crime that way because people calling the police, they can be faster to arrive on the crime. But I'm not sure if you actually come in like now, it will be that fast. But it will help to reduce the crime rate.
You doubt that that situations that is being deployed in other countries, and when it is deployed in Liberia, will not be very effective. Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's most effective in the Western world, but when you come to Africa, like countries like South Africa actually have they have their own code. But most of the time when you call it, the police usually don't come.
Okay.
But some of the times they come. And also to add to how the government can help, they're creating programs like prevention program. The prevention program can help. You can give the citizen knowledge about their rights, the knowledge about crime, and the causes, the consequences of crime. So, and also it can keep people from crime behaviors or discourage them.
Many times you listen to the police talk about community, community engagement, community police. Why do you think that they are oftentimes involved in the communities, especially in security matter?
Well, I think they involve the community securities because every county has a representative or senator, so the community as well has leader, and to avoid disrespect, you have to involve the community leaders. There are some crime that when you settle in a community, it doesn't need to go further to the police. Like the community chairman can call that person, advise them for the first time, and if that person continues to repeat that same thing, then at least they can carry them to the police for further execution.
For further execution. Okay. So, all right. What is the role of the court system, especially in the fight against crime? What's the stand? What do you think is required from the court system, the court in general?
The court need to pass legislative reform.
The court need to pass legislative reform.
Yeah.
What kind of reform are you talking about?
To pass law that people that are engaged in crime prevention, when someone commit crime, and people are in the community are engaged in preventing the person, the legislative should pass law that will penalize such people that are in community. When someone commit crime, they ban it.
So how does the court get involved into this particular thing? What behavior, what stand do you think the court needs to exercise?
They need to introduce and also advocate for such law to be passed.
The court?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anybody who want to contribute?
What I think the code stands actually, we notice that people spend 3 days in a police station,
Mhm.
and after that 3 days, if you don't take that person from there, the police station has the right to release that person.
Mhm.
So, if you think that the offense the person committed is great, after that 3 days, then you can send them to the court, and the court will better provide the penalties for that person.
Okay. So many times people say that the court in Liberia, the court is corrupt. Do you think that it has a way of not fighting against the kind of crime everyone wants for us to fight against?
The
Yeah.
court is responsible for fighting crime.
Mhm.
Um, what people
But when the
say,
court is being perceived to be corrupt, how do you think does it promote the issues about fighting against crime, or does it limit the efforts against fighting crimes?
limit the effort against fighting crimes, because even if somebody is doing something, you have to appreciate that person to gain more energy, more effort. But
So we need to actually appreciate the court.
we have to appreciate the court. In the
What if you talk about appreciating the court? What are you saying?
Um,
Because those people who work in the court are being paid by the government. Then what kind of appreciation are you talking about?
um, like I said earlier,
Mhm.
the court is the one responsible for fighting law, for fighting crime rather.
Mhm.
They plead on people behalf, people that are innocent and people that are guilty. They send them, give them that punishment rather.
Mhm.
So even if those people are getting paid, they still need appreciation.
Then it brings me to answer what kind of appreciation is it? Verbal appreciation or appreciation by probably talking and so forth? What kind of appreciation? Be very explicit.
If I say appreciation in the sense that the way they are working, we can say things a little bit. When you say thank you to somebody and encourage that person to do, even the government,
Mhm.
the way other people are criticizing the government, but to other people they are doing well, and they also need things because while doing that work, it's very stressful. While doing that work, they need things too, not by money, by words.
You are talking about wordage appreciation.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's proceed. Let's see what you have within your own research document. What are the contents of your research document? What basic component did your research document capture?
Um, Strengthening legal framework.
Strengthening legal framework.
Yeah.
What does it mean in terms of strengthening? When you talk about strengthening legal framework, what does it mean?
Um, in the sense that the ministry can work on modernizing and tightening existing laws to address new and evolving form of law such as cybercrime, human trafficking, and organized crime.
What is human trafficking?
Human trafficking is capturing someone against that will. They have different type of human trafficking.
Mhm.
We have they have children human trafficking. They have sexual human trafficking, capturing girls out of that way and then making use out of them, making money out of them, but using them sexually against that will.
All right, yeah, Freeway Baptist Kennedy. Your colleague spoke about cyber crimes. What's the meaning of the word cyber crime?
Um, this I crime that I committed lately.
Cyber crime?
Uh, yeah.
Cybercrime is
Yeah, cybercrime is like a malicious attacks from hackers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when you look at hackers, there are three set of hackers. They get the black hat hackers, the gray hat hackers, and the white hat hackers.
Uh-huh.
So the black hat hackers are the one that call crackers.
Uh-huh.
They focus on breaking through the network of companies.
Mhm.
They can steal information, data, or money.
Mhm.
So the white hat hackers that do is to go against the crackers, which are the black hackers.
Mhm.
So like that, they for penetration testing, they can do the cyber security. Usually they help back up the system of companies to prevent hacking to that system. Now the gray hat hackers are just in between.
Mhm.
Like not good, not bad. They are both.
Okay, so in talking about reforming, talking about modernizing the laws, what kind of laws do you think are necessary to go after those people who are involved into behavioral search?
Um, Modernizing is to have an effective control over crime. For modernizing the law have already been written, but um, sorry.
Yeah, is there anybody who can provide? Maybe because she's trying to recollect, the kind of information. Probably she's moving up track. She tries to recollect. Is there anybody who want to contribute to what she was saying?
Yeah, you're talking about modernizing the law. I think the laws or the constitution of the country is already exact and
Mhm.
okay, but to make the law
Probably
effective,
she's using modernizing in the context of repealing the law, trying to add a little flavors or trying to make the law more tougher.
yeah, as I was saying, I think the law is okay the way it is, but the main focus is if the country can enact the laws
Mhm.
to create mechanisms to enact the law, like the police force, we are in the libraries really was. Bribery is common, corruption is common, transparency is not out.
So what do we need as a country, Liberia, in our Liberia context? What do we need in order to have a law-abiding society? What role do you think the police need to play to eliminate the issues of bribery, to eliminate the issues of corruptions, and so forth? What role do you think both the non-police and that of the police need to play?
Nowadays it's hard
Mhm.
to get good action like
So
that.
are you saying that there is no reform that can change the narrative on ground?
They get ways to change it, but it can be effective because anyhow you try, there'll always be a bad side. And even in a great nation like the USA, they are even suffering. The gun violence is horrible.
Mhm.
So they are finding a lot of mechanisms, ways to prevent it. Like in schools, or certain school in the United States, I was listening to the news, they talk of certain problem, like allowing the children from the school, these students will carry a transparent bag. So the bag can be see through. So if the child will carry a gun or something, they'll be able to see, or drugs, they will be able to see through the bag. For state, it wasn't effective.
Okay. So look in our country Liberia, drug has become on the increase, affecting many of the young people. Is it a crime? Is it being construed as a crime in Liberia?
Drugs?
And drug.
The main use of drugs is a crime.
Mhm.
But using drugs as a whole is not a crime because they're helpful.
They are helpful.
Yeah.
And what now that drug has become a national emergency, what role do you think the national government needs to play towards the eradication of drug in our society?
One is the creation of rehabilitation programs.
Mm-hmm.
So it can help them acknowledge that I got it. If they
To add to what he said,
Mhm.
Treatment and rehabilitation centers, the government needs.
What are they going to rehabilitate?
They are building rehabilitation centers for those that are struggling with addiction.
Those who are struggling with addiction. Do you believe that's the right procedure to tackle drug issues in our country?
No, but that might help, and also to have a safe.
What's about those people who are in the constant habit of bringing drug into the country?
That's why the government needs to have border control.
Yeah, a good
to
security
stop the
system.
smuggling of drugs into the country, and also focus on targeting drugs network.
I see this gentleman. You want to make further comments on that?
Yeah. Concerning the drugs issue, the government should have a good border system. Yeah. Before anything enter the country, the immigration that mans the border, they have to ready know which kind of goods is entering the country, because you see sometimes I already got annoyed when I see DA chasing or boys in the community. You see,
Why are you annoyed?
reason being is that chasing these boys will not stop the drugs from the community. The people who are bringing it into the country through the border, these are people that should have been fighting. Yeah, but
So
sometimes
one could argue that the lack of justice is sometimes limiting the fight against drug. What do you make of that?
come again.
The lack of logistics, probably materials, equipment that are needed, is not being provided from the angle of the government. So sometimes those are the reasons why they are using another strategies to crack down on drug. Yeah, is there any other persons who want to help me?
Can you repeat the question?
He said he gets mad when you see DEA officers in the communities running beyond those who are becoming addicted to drug. It makes him vex. So then somebody could ask a questions, but probably that the police, the drug enforcement officers, they do not have the kind of equipment, the needful equipment that are needed to go after those who who are bringing the drug into the country, because sometimes you don't need to. Maybe the person is bringing about 250 bags of plantain, and when will you try to unpack the 250 bags of plantain? So probably you need an equipment like a tester. When you just need a tester, you just put it on the car, and the tester will be able to stream the entire stuff and so forth. So don't you think those things could be the reasons why they are trying to utilize another strategies to go after the boys in the communities and say, let's try to chase these people and so that we can destroy the ghettos and so forth? Don't you think?
Yeah, it's a reason. The country budget is low, so getting those materials is really hard.
That's why we have the government has to involve community leaders and organizations within the community to have a supportive environment against drugs abuse.
To have a supportive environment against drug abuse. So this whole drug issue, you think the community needs to play a very crucial role into it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What kind of defined role? What kind of defined role do you think the community needs to play?
They have to play a major role because those ghettos have been built in various communities. And also
the end user of the drug are in the communities, so the community need to stand against them. Okay. So folks, we have 4 students with us in studio, and they are group number 4, and they are contributing. The evaluators are actually taking notes of all. Yeah. So we will definitely, for the sake of the evaluators, we'll definitely allow them to introduce themselves individually so that they can they can take notes of all of those presentations, of all of what have been said here so far. So we will start again with the guy from the Christian faith, and he will call his name, and we'll go back to the St. Michael man, and from the St. Michael, the Freeway Baptist, and before coming to the AGM participant.
All right. First, I want to say thank you for affording me the opportunity to be here on the Focus TV Live and the Focus event. By the way of introduction again, I'm student Daniel D. Weller from the Christian Faith Community School System located at Topo Village, Lower New Georgia.
Okay.
And I'm student Ibugonek Satui from Sinago Catholic High School and from the New Jersey Estate.
Okay.
I am student Valley Esquire from the Freeway Baptist High School located at Ann Factory.
I'm Grace B. Fulfield from the Grace Assembly of God Mission High School located in New Georgia, Sambo.
New Georgia Sambo. So So, okay, folks, we are here. The number to call is 0770 and those are the two numbers to call. Let me read it again. 0770 is the number to call. 0886 708209. Those are the two numbers you can call, and you will definitely be part of the program. Probably you can just give me your feedback on their individual presentation as well as their collective presentation as well. So yes, let's proceed. Is there any other discussions you have relative to your research work?
Yeah, I can have.
Yeah.
When you look at crime, a lot of people think crime is actually mostly on the negative side, but there's a plus to it. Crime actually has a positive side.
Mhm.
When you look at protesting, like when you look at the war between Ukraine and Russia,
Mhm.
when you watch the news, the citizens of Russia start to protest against the country, actually, the government. But it's actually a crime in their country to protest. So that protesting is the positive way in which crime can be
It is
used.
intended to mount pressures on the government.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's a positive side to crime,
Okay.
not always negative.
Not always negative. Okay. Yeah. Any further comments?
Yeah, and when it comes to the just issue, in order for the issue of the drugs, like the ghetto, to be reduced from various community, we need the police or the DEA need to work in line with the community leaders. Seriously, there are other community the community dweller. They know for the world that their children are into bad habit, and sometimes they will allow them without advising them. Yeah, and then when the DEA come in, sometimes they will place their children because some people they are in the habit, and then as long the DEA and the community dweller they are not in contact, there will be no way they will grab anybody. It happens several times in my person. Sometimes DA will come in the community. There are a lot of ghettos there, but they will go by with no victim, no anybody for that matter. So the DA or the police they have to work in line with the community leader.
The DA and the community needs to be fully involved against every other effort from the Ministry of Justice, going down to the police, the immigrations, and every other security apparatus. So the community has a very key role to be played according to what he just said. Is there any other further comments from any one of you making up a group?
To add up to what he said, I think the government will have to run school programs to implement drugs education to teach children about the risks associated with drugs use.
The risks associated with drugs use. All right.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I think they should create programs in the rural areas because a lot of people in the rural areas are illiterate to the law. They don't know their rights or they don't know how to tell when they are wrong.
All right. So looking at the drug issues, this would be our parting statement from our concluding questions from there. What kind of salient pieces of advice can you individually provide to those who are listening to you out there, considering the disastrous effects of drug in our country? What kind of advice can you provide to our young people?
Um, my advice to everyone out there is to stay away from drugs because they have side effects. It can damage the brain, it can damage your physical and mental states. Um, we know that they have legal and illegal drugs, but taking illegal drugs is not good for the health. And if children out there continue to take it, this country will be a disaster, and parents too have to step their feet on the ground. Because we notice nowadays, parents are the ones who are also spoiling children in the country. Because if somebody sees your child out there and say, "Oh, I saw your child taking this substance," they will back that children up And knowing fully well that that child is doing the wrong thing, they won't say anything. And when it go out of control, then they want to blame the government and other people.
All right, the parent has a role to play in the fight against drug in our country. So that's what she just said in her concluding statement. Any other persons?
Yeah, just to add up, the citizen also need to help in order to reduce drugs crime in the community. Like if people are building ghettos in the communities, at times we will see definitely the DA people, they will decide to come. Before they come, communication will already reach in the ghetto before they arrive, and the people.
So you see it as a kind of way the community is trying to see those who are involved in drug and drug activities.
Yes, we need to develop our effort to work in line with the DA folks, because many a times you will see people will be in ghetto regularly, but the very day the DA will get the connection that today we're supposed to come and break that ghetto down. Before they come, you will see nobody will be in a ghetto. So we have to help the DA that we be in contact with them. If they are in many number in ghetto, you call the DA. If they come, maybe by capturing them, we reduce it also.
All right.
To add to what he said, I think the DA should do a little bit of reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance.
Yeah, like do some investigation and stuff, and also that clothing.
The issues about people providing information to the DEA is necessary. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's necessary, and also checking out escape routes of the ghetto is also necessary, because if they get that, they will know how to prevent people from escaping. Because if you can block all the escape routes, no one will be able to escape.
Okay.
So
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so my little advice to the audience, our parents, they need to be very desperate on the children. They should not mind.
They should be desperate?
Yeah, but to the disciplined way. Yeah, they should not mind. There is my junior boy, junior girl, and then they support them. Yeah, you should really advise the children, because there are ways you bring up the child. Yes, there are ways you bring up the child that if that way is in them, they come up with it. It will not even allow them to associate themselves with bad friends.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you find out that you anything the child wants, you're giving the things to them, and then if they get angry, you want to please them, you want to please the child, it will give them the edge. And again, but giving them what they need all of the time, like fun nurses. If you are too much giving your child a money, going around their friends then will try to encourage them to buy like the tablet they're always taking called Coach. So what I'm saying to the parents is to advise the child. Yes, they have a saying that say don't spare the child and then you spoil the rod. Yeah. So yes.
Oh, I think it is. This is it. Don't spare the raw and spoil the child.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, looking at this activity you all are participating in, that could be done individually. We will start with you since you concluded this aspect. And what is your impressions about this activity? And what message do you have for those who wanting to invest in this kind of activity? And what is the value of this particular exercise you are participating in?
All right. Thank you. Actually, this program is one of the unique programs. To be realistic, when I was told about this program, I don't even want to be part of it.
Wow.
Yeah. Reason being is that at the first time when one of my fellow told me, called Joseph Roger. Joseph Roger were part of attending my school, Christian Faith. We been together. Yeah, when he told me the first time of valedictorian program, and then he started to encourage me. He said it's beneficial. I said okay, because anytime somebody bring a good issue to me, whether I like it or not, I will embrace it first. Yeah, I embrace it. I said all right, let's just be in contact. He said, okay, well, he didn't take my contact. So anytime you see me on the road, you bring about it. So the next time he went to my house and started asking me for my date of birth and everything, he gave me it. I was feeling so reluctant on this. Seriously, I think somebody called me from here said the first meeting time I was not here because I not wanted to, but something got in my mind say you have to be part because it is life. Life brings its own opportunity. Yeah, so you have to be part. And I came the first day, and per the look of things, I was feeling good. Yeah, because I understand that all those who I feel are going to bother with, they are my class. Yeah, they are my class. We are the same seniors, the same thing I do in school, the same thing they are doing. So there is nothing big. There is nothing big about this program. All you need to do is to put yourself, yeah, is to put yourself in time, do what you can, because you don't know what tomorrow will carry you. Thank you.
All right, so let's go over to the guy from Simico. Sorry for always calling you the guy from Simico, but I think you are so proud that you are representing your institution.
Yeah. For starters, I want to be here today if it's working for Focal TV. I mean, it's my first time being in your studio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This program also, as the name goes, Focal TV, the valedictorian program, it help you evaluate others, all of our children from each school, whether you can acknowledge them or you can be acknowledged by others too. And just applause though is the reward.
Why do you think other people who are lovers of education, why do you think that they need to invest in this kind of program or partner with Focal TV and the Everyday Foundation?
When you look at it, many schools in Liberia don't really partake in presentation programs and stuff. And most students have anxiety, huge anxiety. They have stage fright. This program is good.
Okay.
It helps against it.
Okay. So yeah, I know Valley, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, I'm impressed because this is my first time in studio.
What impressed you?
Yeah, because when you people went to my campus and get the information, my school was like delaying me. So I have to work here to follow the information because I know my colleagues are engaged in such activity and it will help us. So I decided to follow it. I mean, I can do this. If girls, women are doing it, I can do this. So I have to go and take the challenge.
Okay.
So I'm really impressed that a continual focus is really doing well for us.
Okay.
Yes, I'm really impressed.
All right.
And I hope this continues.
All right. Yeah. The managements are listening, you know.
I should say I really like this place. When Brother Eric first, called me, I felt reluctant. I was saying too many people there because I'm the kind of person that I don't like too much a group. But sitting here today, I'm feeling good, and the way people think that talking among people or talking before people is so difficult. Sitting here in studio today, my first time, makes me to know that it's not that difficult. It just need time, practice, and this program is not all about the money, but the academic process in it. It brightens you up more. And when Brother Eric gave us the group topic, I started doing research of, just studying all the time instead of doing something that wouldn't benefit me. So to everybody out there, to those schools that think this process is not free and fair, I really want to encourage you to come, send your students, because this will enlighten them a lot. And it can benefit the school as well, because if people hear you talking over the radio and then a student is talking, they will want to send a child or children to the school. So I'm really grateful that I'm participating in this. Yeah, thank you.
All right, so you just listened to the students here, and it has always been a very wonderful presentation from my angle. So the evaluators have been taking note, and we want to say thanks to all of you who were able to represent your group, and the evaluators will definitely unveil the result in accordance with the style and form of the program. So thank you all.
Remember lunch break.
Okay, okay.
Right, Ariel. Anytime you're ready.
Yeah. And you too. Really, it was cool. Good.
So the valedictorian just walked into the studio. He is from the Kula Memorial Academy. I think he needs to get his hair set. All right. Let's jump straight into the program. Promoting academic excellence. This is the kind of initiative that needs to be encouraged. All right, let's go. Let's take a short break. All right, so my name is K. Lyndon Toba, and we are still here. Our evaluator Ramsey Sudesco Submani. Robert is also here. Bill Band is also here as usual. And these are the people who are working from the backstage and helping us to conclude this aspect of the evaluation segment. So welcome to the studio.
Yeah, welcome.
Uh, Tell us your name and which institution are you representing?
My name is Kova N. Maza, and I am from Kula Memorial Academy.
Kova and Massa.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to be based upon the group representation. You're supposed to be three, but why are you are the only person here?
I don't really know.
But if you were you able to establish connections with your other colleagues as a sign of coordination?
No.
Okay. So which one of the topic are you going to be presenting about?
I'll be talking about hard child rat. We'll be talking about the
What the topics?
yeah.
You are you the are you are slipping off the topic or what?
Issues of child rights effects.
Hard child rat affect the morality of the overall abroad society.
How child right? And yeah, let's listen to your presentation. We'll give you a couple of time to present, give us a backdrop, give us a clear picture of how your topic, give us a concept about your topic. Mm.
Every child is right for safety and protection. Every child has a right for better sleeping area.
Mm-hmm.
Every child is right for
good health.
Mhm.
As you continue, there are so many rats.
Continue. We listening to you.
I guess I can say nothing more now.
All right. So, yeah. So, in your general context,
Yeah.
I want you to be very specific. What is your own definitions of a child right? Because I overheard you giving the rights of a child, naming the rights of the child. But what is the general definition of child rights?
I don't.
All right. According to a research work that I did, they said child rights refer to fundamental freedoms and the protection that every child is entitled to, regardless of their backgrounds or circumstances. These rights are outlined in international framework such as the United Nations Conventions on Rights of the Child (CRC), encompass various aspects of child well-being. Key include, you understand?
Yeah.
Key include rights to survival, access to adequate food, shelter, healthcare, right to development, access to education, place, right to protection, protections from abuse, neglect, exploitations, and discrimination, right to participation, the right to express their views and involve in decisions affecting their lives. These rights aim to ensure that children grow up in a safe, supportive, and nurturing environment that promotes their well-being of overall development. So these are the kind of rights we also be discussing about. So let's listen to you.
Mm-hmm. On what now?
All right, you have a topic before you,
Yeah.
and it is important that when you have a topic, you give us a clear picture of your topic. You know what I'm saying? But you kept telling us what did it? Go ahead.
All right.
You have a research, you have a research note.
Yeah.
Yeah, present for the research note.
Liberia is a youthful country, and 42% of its population, children under 15, called 42% of its population, and 63% is under 25. Like most of the Liberian student faces fewer challenges.
What are the challenges you are talking about?
Like for the girls' children, some bad culture and traditional practices like child marriage and the FGM, the female genital
mutilation.
Yeah, mutilation.
Wow, did you capture that in your research work?
Yeah.
So what are you against the issues about female genital mutilations?
That is traditional practice.
Are you against it?
I can say yes.
How does it how does it correspond with our normal activity?
Female genital, it have nothing to do with our activities.
So why are you against it? Because too often you hear people
You know, because you show why you move behind them, you go there.
Why? So, according to your own definition, how did you define female genital mutilation?
I want to get a meaning of it.
Yeah, what's the meaning?
In a just the FG and the female genital mutilation.
Yeah,
I didn't define it.
All right. Female, if you talk about okay, what is genital?
Genital, it have to do with the female private part.
The female private part,
Yeah.
Okay, folks. We have the valedictorian from the Kula Memorial Academy, and his name is what? What's his name? Kofa and Massa, and he has been with us in studio. He talks about the rise of the child and so forth. So Kofa Massa has been able to explain to us, and he is just explaining to us about the various rights of the child and why those rights are very important. Those are the kind of things, and in depth, he also highlighted the issues about female genital mutilation, the issues that has to do with slicing of the clitoris. You know, this is something that the world, all of the civil society organizations that talk about female, that talk about the rights of female, those are situations, or those are things that they are totally against. And so Massa is here to present a clear pictures of us. So let's talk about the rights of child, because let's talk about the rights. What are those rights you think? What are those rights that are very, very important to children?
Rights that are important to children: one, right to better education, right to good health.
So yeah, this is one thing. Female genital mutilation refers to the partial or total removal of the external female genitalia or an injury to the female genital organ for a non-medical reason. It is recognized as a harmful practice with serious physical and psychological consequences. You understand? FMG is classified into four means type: clitoridectomy, partial or total removal of the clitoris; excision, removal of the clitoris in the labia minora without the labia majora; type 3, infibulations, narrowing of the genital opening or creating a seal formed by cutting and repositioning the labia minora and the labia majora and stitching them together. Other harmful procedures include pricking, piercings or incisions, stripping or capturing the genital area. FGM is typically performed on girls between infancy and adolescence, often in cultural or religious contexts. It has no health benefits and can cause severe physical and emotional harm, including pain, infection, infertilities, and complications during childbirth. The practice is internationally condemned by health and human rights organizations. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the rights of the child. What are those paramount rights that you think need to be protected by children? Not just within Liberia, but all around the world.
Every child has the right to be educated, as I stated, and every child has the right for good health. Every child has a right for better living environment. Every child must have the right.
But what are the rights of proper treatment? What are the rights to medical facility? Those are key issues you're supposed to be pointing. Aren't they important?
As Dad said, good health, everything has to do with medical treatment.
Everything has to do with. Yeah, let's conclude. Let's go ahead.
Every child has the right of freedom of movement.
So this is what we found out And the paramount rights of a child are those considered most fundamental and crucial for their survival, development, and well-being. These rights are prioritized under international frameworks such as the United Nations Convention. They include the right to survival, which of course you have never mentioned, ensure that children have access to essentials for life, such as adequate nutrition, clean water, shelter, health care to promote their health and development. The right to development encompasses the right to education, play, and recreational activities that support physical, intellectual, emotional, and social growth. Right to protection guarantees protection from abuse, neglect, exploitations, violence, ensuring that children are safe from harm and can grow up in a secure environment. Right to participate, allow children to express their views and freely participate in decision-making processes and be heard in matters that affect their lives. These paramount rights aim to create a supportive environment where children can thrive and reach their full potential. So those are the things. Yeah, but I don't know for what reason you are not explaining better. Let's go. We're listening to you. Let's go. We're listening to you. The evaluators are taking note.
Well, you didn't ask me any question.
Yeah, but you have a document before you. You're supposed to be explaining. I'm giving you time. So okay, folks. So let's give you a parting comment. How do you feel about the process here? This process you are participating in.
A little bit shy.
Huh?
Shy.
You're a bit shy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my first time.
This is your first time. So are you hoping to cope? Will you present better tomorrow? Because tomorrow happens to be an individual presentation. What lesson can you learn from this particular exercise?
I'll try my best tomorrow.
Okay, you try your best tomorrow. Okay, so thank you for always coming here, and do have yourself a pleasant day.
Thank you too.
It's like first time. But you make research on the topic.
What else are you doing?
You make research. When you vote on it, the research you made vote on it. What's the research for?
Oh man, you are welcome. The people been looking on the thing.
Every time they give you a topic to make research from, it is your you don't want to.
Your guy.
You draw that bullet points on what you want to speak on. You read fast, you can't hear with it. One of these maybe you don't just be reading it. You want to read how it's up to you. So that's it.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I will host